Dear viewers, today we are very privileged and lucky to have with us such an energetic scientist, Dr. Melati Khairuddean. She is the Associate Professor and Deputy Dean, Career, Academics and International in School of Chemical Sciences, University Science Malaysia. She is gifted with so pleasing personality that working with her in her own lab is one of my dreams. She cares her researchers like her own child. Dear viewers, Dr. Melati has a surprise gift for all of you in the form of a virtual lab visit, and which has been maintained by her for 10 years. Very soon I will be there. I will take you there and you see how the researchers are working there. And researchers will share their experiences and how they are happy while working there. So you people just visit the laboratory with Dr. Melati. Till then, me and ma'am take a cup of tea.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning. I'm Associate Professor Dr. Melati from School of Chemical Sciences, University Science Malaysia. This is my research. Since we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, so the lab looks a bit empty. But however, there are some students the research work is doing synthesis. Okay, so what we do, we make new compounds. So for the compounds that are not very good activities, so we will just remodel them and then to make some new compounds with better results.
Hi, my name is Atika.
Hello, my name is Desiree and I'm currently a final year student here in University Science Malaysia.
I run some samples and reaction in this lab.
So many amazing reaction and experiment in this research lab. I hope you guys get the chance to do the same.
Hi, I'm Taki. I'm from Algeria. I came all the way here just to finish my master's degree.
Hi, my name is Badri. I am master student from School of Chemical Sciences, University Science Malaysia.
Hi, my name is Muhammad from Jordan. I am PhD student in the School of Chemical Science. I love chemistry.
So welcome you, ma'am. Ma'am, greetings of the day. Please inspire your young researchers and scientists by narrating your journey since your school or college days.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Garima. And also, I would like to welcome everybody who are watching this video. It has been a long time already, a long time ago. And I hope whatever I can share with you, it will benefit all of you. It will help to inspire you for your future intention, right? So before I start, what I can say is everybody has their different journey to achieve what they want in life. Okay, the same goes to me. Okay, my name is Dr. Melati. I was born in 1965, a very long time ago. Maybe I am the same age with some of your mothers. Okay, so in those years, things were very different from now. Okay, so compared to what you have now, we don't have any gadgets. Those times, no computers. When you start from the very beginning, there's no computers, no laptops, no handphones even, and all these new technologies. Okay, but we have survived anyway those times. And then when we move into this new era, so I have managed to experience, these new things together with you. So it seems that I have been living in two different worlds, and I really like it. Okay, to share my experience with you. Okay, I actually I was a very curious person. When I was in school, those times, I can still remember that I was exposed to the science subject when I was in the secondary school. It's about 13 years old. It's like in secondary school. Okay, to me, science subject is a field where you can try to find answers for your curiosity. It's so fascinating. But the most important, the most important factor is the teacher to me. It's the teacher teaching the subject. So if you get a teacher that is very boring, even though the subject is very interesting, so you will feel less motivated. So to me, the teacher is very important. Okay, to attract the students to love the subject. And then when I was 16 years old, then we have in our school, we have to choose between the science and the arts stream. And I was in the science stream, where we are exposed to the chemistry, physics, and biology as our fundamental sciences. So that is when I can see that I like science from the very beginning. And then I went to the university. And I really enjoy the subject very much. When I joined, out of those three, I like chemistry the most. Because when you understand what you study, then the subject becomes very interesting. If you don't understand, it's okay, but try to find somebody that can make you understand. Okay? So I graduated in 1989 at the age of 24 years old, and then at that time I got a job as a tutor in my university, that is the university now, in University Science Malaysia, at the School of Chemical Sciences. So, and at the same time, also same age, also I got married. And I have 2 children. And after I have 2 children, I decided that I want to continue doing my masters. So I told my university that I want to do my masters. They said, okay, you can do, but we cannot give you any study leave. So I did my masters part-time. When the student goes for holidays, then only I have the chance to go to the lab. So I managed to finish my masters part-time in 5 years. So I graduated in 2009, right? And then with that, I was appointed as a lecturer in the same university, at the School of Chemical Sciences. And then they told me that I need to go to get my PhD. So in 2002, okay, I went for my PhD program. Okay, but this time it was like I had a very challenging journey. Okay, I went with my husband and my 4 children. We went to the United States. Okay, so to be exact, to Ohio State. And then I was there. The journey was very challenging. It was not easy to do PhD in United States. So because of that time, I have a lot of responsibility on top of being a student. I am also a mother, I'm also a wife, and I am also everything. So it was very hard, but I was telling myself all the time. I said, you can just do it, and you can finish what you start. So with that, you need to have you need to have the courage, and the inner passion inside you to finish what you have started. So those are the things that push me, to finish my PhD program. So it was tough. There are a lot, because in United States you need to attend a lot of classes, and then to have exams on that, and then there's also a certain exam that you need to pass for you to become the PhD students. And then I for some reason I managed to get to that level, and then finish my research, and then I graduated in 2008. It was a long journey. And then I started my research in Malaysia in 2009. So even though I went there at the age of 36, it was not young, 36 years old with 4 children, so you want to start a PhD program. So it's not easy, I'm telling you, but you can do it, because I did it, so you can also do it if you want to. So when I came back, I was not young anymore. So thank you, Dr. Garima, for introducing me as a young researcher. I came back, and then I started in 2009. So up until now, it was more or less about 10 years. I managed to have some of the time from 2009 until now, started my lab, and then trying to do some research with a lot of my students. I have a lot of PhD students that graduated, about maybe 11 students, and then a lot also of my master's students, master's mixed mode student, and and a lot of my FYP students, the final year research students. We have such a good time together doing research. We can get some of the things, and we couldn't get most of the things, but those are the things that motivate us to move forward. So those research, and then up to very recent in 2019, is it right, Dr. Garima? You came, and we had, I think, just for a short while, the experience together, and and at that point, I was expanding my research into doing molecular modeling, and Dr. Garima had a chance to join us together to get that molecular modeling. And then up until now, that's one of our publication that is under review for that anti-malaria, which is good, which is very good. I'm so happy that I met Dr. Garima, and we hope that we can always have collaboration work together. But then COVID started, and I hope we can do something maybe in the future. Okay, so those are the things, and I want to inspire all of you, students, researchers. You need to tell yourself, okay? You need to want to do it. You need to understand what you are doing. And then the research, the work will be very, very interesting.
Yes. What kind of exposure can a researcher have in your laboratory?
Okay, for my lab, it depends on the research area. Okay, because my area is organic chemistry. Okay, we are doing organic chemistry, and then before this, I was doing some natural product work. Okay. That is the isolation of we have plants. We are doing on plants. Okay, and then certain parts of the plants, leaves, the flower, the fruits and everything, and then we try to isolate that, and then we try to extract and see what are the things inside the plant. So those are the things from the very beginning. But then since when we have hard work trying to isolate, we find that most of the things that we get is very little, too little. Then that is when I try to divert a little bit my work into synthesis. That means if you synthesize the compounds, you can get a lot more compounds so that you can have a lot more things to for testing. It means you can send for testing, like what I did with Dr. Garima. We send to for testing for anti-cancer, for anti-malaria, and so on. If you do that with natural products, it's very hard for us to get a lot of compounds to be sent for testing. Okay, so in our lab, the exposure will be we are also doing molecular modeling work. So we can always try to find whether the compounds that we are going to design, whether they are good compounds, they are promising compounds, before we start to do the synthesis work. And then for the testing, we will always have collaborators that do with us together.
What is the minimum eligibility to join your lab?
Because usually student I have students that come to my lab as a master student and also as a PhD student. So because if you are going, I want to advise students, if you are from your country, even for my student, for students from Malaysia, okay, so if you finish, might as well you do your masters in Malaysia. Might as well you do your masters in your own country, right? Then only you decide to do your PhD abroad. Okay, so if you have a lot of money and you can sponsor yourself, or you can, you can always start to go abroad to do your masters. But since this time is not a good time, COVID time, and to travel abroad is not really it is not really advisable. So might as well you don't waste any time. You can always prepare yourself. For those who are going to graduate with your degree, you can always start to do your masters at your own in your country, means at your own place. Don't even travel away from your place, because now is the COVID time that is not good, the pandemic and everything. So it is better for you to stay in your local area. So just you can always do your research, because I think and I believe there are a lot of good professors, in the universities in your area. So select that and then find your own research area. What research area that you like to venture into? We can start with that, okay? And then later on, maybe when the situation is very much better, then you can have your option whether to do your PhD abroad or to just continue your PhD in your area. But then, you will have a lot of other things to do later on. If the situation is still not good, you finish your PhD, you can always travel abroad for your postdoc later on in life. Okay, so don't just, you have to work with whatever situation at present, because we cannot so we have to take care of ourselves. Our safety is the most important thing. You need to stay healthy to do your work. If you are not healthy, then it's useless.
Yes. Okay. So your message for the women researcher, especially for the woman researcher, what you want to tell? Because you are a woman and you are in research. So your message for women researcher.
women researchers, no matter where you are, no matter which country you are from, we are fighters. We are fighters, you know. We can, multitasking is our specialty. You know, you can do everything. You can drive a car, you can cook, you can do everything. So in this case, if you are a researcher, okay, don't just bury your ambition. You can go further in life, especially when you have a very supportive family. Those are very important also. You have, if you are at this point, you already have your degree and you already have your family. If you want to further your studies, if you have a very supportive family, especially if you have a very supportive husband, you know, parents, you can always go and further your study. The sky is the limit. You can always go and do it. It's just you have to ask yourself what you want to do, whether you really want to achieve further. Because some women, what I can say is, when they already have their family, you know, they will, even though they can go further, but they will always feel that this is enough for me. So what I can say is, you have to ask yourself how far you want to go. Okay, if you feel that I don't need that, it's okay. The research is about changing the world, not really change the world as a whole, but you are contributing a little bit to change the world. Even though your research is very I would say very small amount, okay, but when you put together all these small amount, it will make a big difference. Okay, so you have to find what are the things that makes you want to help to change the world. This is not about you. You are doing research for others, maybe for your local people. You know, sometimes agriculture. You know, some of the place where you have agriculture is not that good. When you want to help them, so those research in the area will really help them. So if you contribute to that for the sake of your people, that is tremendous. That is already. You cannot just wait for other people to come and help your people. No, you cannot do that. Okay, you have to go and help those people around you. Because to live is not about you and your family alone. It is about other people in the community. So if you feel that you are already rich with all the necessity, but then you have a neighbor that is not, you know, that have not much. So those are the things that is not good. Okay, so it's about you helping others. Then it will make you richer and happier. Okay, so all these women, you can do it. Yeah, I know, you can do it.
And because you're also a woman and having children, so how did you manage to maintain your interest and willpower?
It's your priority. Your priority, whatever you do, your priority has to be there. If you have to manage yourself. I know women can always do that. They can always do that. So if you want to cook, if you want to cook in 2 hours, some women can cook, wash clothes, put the clothes to dry, and even fold the clothes, and even do a few other little things in that 2 hours. So it depends on you, what you want to do. As I said, woman is a multitasking person. You know, you can do a lot of different things in that 2 hours. So you have to, but the priority has to be there. If you put your priority as, for example, if you want to do your research, for example, if you want to further your study, for example, further your study has to be your main priority. Other things, cooking, doing everyday things, that is not priority. That is just things that you always do, like taking a bath, those things. So those has to be there together. You cannot say, oh, I'm doing my PhD, I cannot cook, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. Cannot, because those are the everyday things that we used to do. So on top of that, the priority has to be there. The priority is always there, so that you will not get distracted. So when you want to get distracted, then you have to know that, you have to come back and stay on the path until you get to where you want to be. Okay, so the time management, I know woman is very good in managing it.
Yeah.
So you can still try to adjust, and try to put things together.
Thank you, Prof, for the nice interview, nice interaction with you.
Thank you so much, Garima. Take care of yourself.
Yes.
Right. Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.